Okay, hello everybody. This is week 9 tutorial 8 recordings. We have 4 questions and we will go through them one by one. Question 1, economic growth around the world. The following table reports real GDP in US dollars per person for several different economies in the years 1960 to 2010. It also gives each economy's average annual growth rate over this period. So that's the table. Question 1. Which economy had the highest level of real GDP per person in year 2010? So let's look at year 2010, this column. So not surprisingly is Hong Kong. Which economy did real GDP per person grow at the fastest rate from 1960 to 2010? So let's look at this column, growth rate. So it's Korea, 5.9%. Consider the following list of 4 countries which economy began with a level of real GDP per person in 1960 that was well below that of the United Kingdom and grew fast enough to catch up and surpass the UK by 2010. So in 1960 is below UK and 2010 is higher than UK. So this is Hong Kong. Okay, that's question 1. Question 2. Consider a small economy composed of 6 people: David, Aaron, Jeff, Casey, Robert, and Julia. Each person's employment status is described in the following table. Let's see. Casey is a 14-year-old student at Southside High School. She babysits her younger siblings and does other chores, for which her parents give her an allowance of $25 per week. So Casey is only 14-years-old, so she is not considered as an adult, so not in the adult population. Robert is a year old who lost his job as an associate producer for a radio station after spending a few weeks after work and interviewing for several other positions. He gave up on his job search a few months ago and has decided to go grad school. So now he gave up finding a job, so he's not in the labor forces. Jeff is a 31-year-old graphic designer who is taking 2 years off work to care for his small daughter. Again, Jeff is not in the labor force. David is a 76-year-old professor. He teaches only 1 or 2 courses a year, but he is still pursuing an active research agenda, so he is still working even though he's 76-year-old employed. Erin is a 39-year-old miner who was just laid off by her employer. She's trying to find any kind of job to help her make ends meet, so she's unemployed. She does not have a job and is trying to find a job. Julia is a famous novelist. She's spending the summer at her lake house in Mount Gambier, doing a little writing each day. So indeed she's working. Writing is Julia's job, but mostly spending her time gardening and reading, so she's employed. The labor force participation rate reported by the ABS is given by the following formula. Labor force participation rate, so it is the size of labor force, number in labor force over the adult populations. Using this definition, what is the labor force participation rate of the economies of the six people. So adult population is 7. Casey is not an adult, so it's 7. Number and labor force. So we have 3 and the labor force. 3 over 7. So almost, adult population is 5. Casey is not an adult population, so it's 5. And out of this 5 persons, 3 persons are in labor force, so that's 60%. The unemployment rate reported by APS is given by the formula number of unemployed workers and the labor force, number in the labor force. So now labor force, we have 3 persons in the labor force. 1 is unemployed, so 1/3, 33% unemployment rate. So that's question 2. Question 3. Sectoral shift, frictional unemployment and job searches. Imagine the world price of cotton falls. Demand for labor among cotton producing firms in Queensland. So now cotton price falls, so supply of cotton will fall. So firms will hire fewer laborers. So and the cotton producing firm will hire fewer workers, decrease. The demand for labor among textile producing firms in New South Wales, for which cotton is an input, will increase. Right? So these textile companies, they are going to produce more. They are going to use more cottons. They are going to increase production, so they will increase labor. The resulting unemployment in the economy is a product of sectorial shift. Economy called this frictional unemployment. Which of the following policies would reduce the natural rate of unemployment in the economy? Check all that apply. Extending the number of weeks for which unemployed workers are eligible for unemployment benefits. So now this will not reduce the unemployment rate, because people unemployed who may think that I have more weeks of unemployment benefit. I don't need to try hard to find a job. So this is not increasing the benefit offered to the unemployed workers. Again, this won't encourage unemployed workers to find a job. Establishing government-run employment agencies to connect unemployed workers to job vacancies. So this will indeed make finding a job easier. Okay, that's question 3. Question 4. Minimum wage laws and unemployment. Consider the market for labor depicted by the demand and supply curves that follows. So we have this demand supply, and we can operate these green lines. In this market, the equivalent hourly wage is equivalent wage the quantity of supply equal to quantity of demand, so it's $6. Equivalent quantity is 200,000. Imagine a senator introduces a bill to legislate a minimum hourly wage of $8. At a wage of $8 per hour, the quantity of labor firms will demand is, so let's move this up to 8, will be 100,000 workers, whereas the quantity of labor workers will supply is 400. Therefore, there will be a surplus of 300,000 workers, and this market and the absence of any price control, this will put a downward pressure because now there are more supply than demand on wages until the labor market achieves its equilibrium. However, with the price control in place, the labor market might or may not be able to reach its equilibrium. In this particular case, the minimum wage of $8 per hour will prevent the market from reaching the equilibrium because by law the wage cannot drop, and will contribute to prolonged unemployment. Okay, this is tutorial 8, and that's all for this week.